And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please join me in welcoming to the ring, for the first time, Chippy and C-Note 5 Direction.
What a way to start off NWL STL. Ben Miller sitting here with Christopher Fulton. Christopher, this is the debut of a new group, I guess, in NWL STL 5 Direction.
There's one, there's two. That looks like two directions to me.
I don't know what their purpose is here in the NWL. I'm assuming they're coming to compete with the best wrestlers in the St. Louis area. And it looks like, I believe that C-Note has something to say.
Well, they're snappy dressers, I'll give them that.
Ladies and gentlemen,
even with the headband?
I am C-Note.
Hi, I'm Chippy!
And together we are 5 Direction.
Huh.
All right.
That's more than enough, pal. Because tonight we are making our debut here in NWL, and we're going to introduce you lowbrow humans to some real art.
And what's the plan for tonight, C-Note?
The same thing we do every night. Yes! Hit our music.
What the heck are
Are
they?
you going to dance for us?
Well, I thought they were here to compete, but apparently...
Yeah. 5 Direction is here. Our superiority is clear.
It's a catchy tune, I'll tell you that.
I'm Chippy.
Is that a members only jacket?
What is this? Are they...
Wait a minute.
Wait.
Is this guy, what is he doing here?
Theriot coming out to the ring. Maybe he's had enough of the dancing of 5 Direction. And I've never been more happy to see Theriot.
Well, I did not expect to see Thor here in St. Louis. Of course, he's a Kansas City mainstay.
Looks like he's asking for the mic from C-Note. I'm just using the phrasing he used.
Now, in case you don't know who I am, no one knows who you are either. My name is Thor Theriot. And I am from NWL KC.
That's not going to warm himself up to the crowd.
See, I didn't come all the way down to St. Louis to watch singing and dancing in a ring. I was not. I came to fight.
There you go.
So which one of you are going to fight me in this wrestling ring?
Amen, Thor Theriot. Thor Theriot came here for a fight, not to dance around with these two yahoos.
Well, we're not actually here to say wrestle.
We're entertainers, baby. Hit our music.
There's that song again.
So now
We're just not gonna wrestle?
So 5.
Y'all are all gonna be our
Give me a
disciples.
break. He sounds terrible.
I'm Chippy.
It's the acoustics in the building here. Maybe they're better than that, actually.
Hey, play our album. Or SoundCloud.
What is this? What's
Spike from the Party Crashers is coming out here. What is
going on here?
What is Spike doing out here, T? Spike waving to the crowd here.
Excuse me, I've been drinking a little bit, but
Well, that's a
did I hear something about you saying you were looking for a fight? Is that right? Well, anybody that knows me knows there's two things I like to do.
Party?
Obviously, I like to party,
Oh, there you go. I got one of them.
and I like to fight.
Oh.
But I'm out of money to buy beer, so I'm not going to be partying anymore for tonight. So, looks like there's nothing left to do but fight.
Oh, are we gonna have? Is this
Ladies and gentlemen, this match set
It
for
looks like
one
we've
fall.
got a match here, an
Introducing first,
impromptu
wearing
matchup
black from
between
Lincoln,
Thor
Nebraska,
Theriot
weighing
and Spike of the
213
Party
pounds,
Crashers.
Thor Theriot. And his opponent in the purple from Earthworm, Nebraska. Here is Party Crasher Spike.
Definitely a crowd favorite. Everybody here in the Casa Loma loves the Party Crashers.
Especially the people behind the bar. Absolutely love those two.
Thor Theriot getting a little bit of an advantage before the bell has sounded, and as he hits Spike from behind, now Thor Theriot is going to look to take advantage of the early hit that he just put on Spike. Spike making a springboard back elbow from the second turnbuckle there, sends Thor Theriot crashing to the outside. What is the man from Earthworm, Nebraska doing now? Going for a punt kick, and Thor Theriot sweeps the leg out as he drops on the back of his head right on that apron and then drove him head first into that steel post.
That's one thing I love here about the action here in the NWL. Two men who probably have never seen each other before, never been in the ring with each other. Both decide, yep, you know what, let's get it on. Let's have a match right here, right now. I'll tell you, Thor Theriot, though, one thing he can't do, you see the Party Crashers and you think they're just a bunch of drunks, they party, they not really taken very seriously. There are two very, very tough guys, very accomplished wrestlers, and if you underestimate them, you're going to lose.
Jumping knee strike right to the chest of Spike of the Party Crashers. I wonder where Boulder's at.
Well, who knows? Maybe he's on a beer run.
It's highly likely, I would say. Thor Theriot choking, unlike Thor Theriot that we've seen in Kansas City, choking Spike of the Party Crashers over that second rope. I think Thor was a little let down that he couldn't beat some sense into one of those Five Direction members. What a vicious back elbow by Thor Theriot.
Well, sometimes when you're unfamiliar with your opponent, you have to take maybe every advantage that you can. And I will say this, I have seen a change in Thor Theriot since his war with Jeremy Wyatt and Michael Strider has started. He's so much more aggressive. This guy is looking for a fight nearly all the time now.
Absolutely, going for a cover. Only gets a 2 count. Looks like he's going to lock on that sitting abdominal stretch and really reaching back on that shoulder, exposing the rib cage of Spike for the Party Crashers. And there he is grinding his knuckles, and maybe some of that frustration does lie with Jeremy White and Michael Strider of the Foundation. Thor Theriot has a big matchup coming up with Michael Strider in the next couple weeks on NWL KC, and maybe he's just testing the water here with a new vicious streak against Spike of the Party Crashers. Going for a cover after a beautifully executed drop kick.
Now, I do want to point out, though, this is an impromptu match. It is not an official I-70 Series matchup. Thor Theriot, we have not seen in an I-70 Series matchup. Perhaps he's a little angry about that as well. One of the best guys on the roster, not being asked to represent the roster yet.
Absolutely. Thank you for pointing that out. Again, this is not an I-70 Series matchup, although they are wrestling for their respective cities. This was an impromptu matchup, so definitely does not count on the I-70 Series score sheet.
Well, you don't have to thank me for doing my job. You should, however, thank me for doing your job as well, so I'll take it.
Thank you, Christopher. You're the best broadcast partner a guy can ever have.
That's finally a little respect out of you.
Booting him in the face. Now Spike with a jumping. Oh, wow. Jumping move off the second rope, going for a ace crusher. Almost gets a 3 count.
That's exactly
over Thor Theriot.
Unbelievable. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You underestimate these guys. You underestimate either one of the Party Crashers, and you're going to wind up on the losing end. These guys could have some incredible maneuvers. Very, very tough guys.
Definitely true. Although they like to party, they do like to fight, and he almost picked up maybe what some would consider an upset over Thor Theriot. Now Thor Theriot locking him in.
Look at the power of Thor.
What is he going for here? Stabs him off that rope into a Falcon Arrow.
Wow.
Nicely executed by Thor Theriot. Oh, almost. I thought that could have been it. Almost got a 3 count. I have never seen a slingshot into a Falcon Arrow before. Thor Theriot, very, very aggressive in this match.
Thor Theriot might be the most complete athlete that we have on either roster in Kansas City or in St. Louis. There isn't anything this guy can't do. He's in fantastic shape, very, very strong, technically sound, and tough.
1, 2, rolling him up, almost gets a 3 count.
Although I would maybe question his
Schoolboy
judgment.
roll up, 2. Oh my goodness, so close. Almost got a 3 count there. And a jumping knee strike by Thor Theriot. Stops Spike dead in his tracks. He could be going for that Ragnarok Gutbuster. And that's it.
That's
he
gonna
drops
do it.
Spike. 1, 2, 3. And Thor Theriot picks up a victory in this impromptu matchup over Spike of the Party Crashers.
Unbelievable matchup here. A matchup I got to say I probably thought we would never see here in NWL STL. Thor Theriot making his St. Louis debut in great fashion.
Impressive victory by Thor Theriot. That's unfortunate for Kansas City that this did not count in the I-70 series, or else Kansas City would have another victory.
Well, I wonder if the offices of NWL KC are watching this match, knowing that maybe they should be putting forward Theriot in some more I-70 series matchups.
All right, folks, we've got to take a commercial break, and when we come back, we'll have more of NWL STL from the Castle on the Ball.
Hey, I'm Kyle O'Reilly, the violent artist, and you're watching NWL Real Wrestling.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please welcome to the ring NWL STL correspondent. It's time for the Marty Party with Marty Bell.
All right, what a way to come back from commercial. Marty Bell is coming out for a brand new segment here in the Castle on the Ballroom called the Marty Party.
The Marty Party.
That rolls off the tongue nicely, Christopher. Come on.
You know what also rolls off the tongue? Vomit.
Never up for a good time, though.
What is up, St. Louis? Let me hear you guys make some noise. See, when I ask Kansas City to make noise, they're loud. So let me hear you guys be louder than Kansas City. Come on. Thank you. That's a little bit more like it. So I'm really excited. I think this is actually the first time that I am in NWL STL ring. And I couldn't have picked a better time to start the Marty Party. And I am actually really excited to bring out my guest for today. It's
Oh no, is this her guest on the Marty Party, the $1 billion brother, Green Fox?
Hold it. Well, these two have had their issues in the past.
Absolutely.
This is not who I was really excited to see.
Bottom line is this. Ain't gonna be no Marty Party. It should have been a $1 billion boardroom. But what I want to know is, why is it I gotta drop tons of money to get on this show, but the Marty Party gets to start for free?
Well, let's see. There's a couple of reasons I can think off the top of my head. One, I actually have talent. Two, I've actually worked really hard to get to this spot. And three, and probably most important, I think the St. Louis fans actually want to see me come out here.
$1 billion brother getting a tongue lashing from Marty.
Throwing a little
I
shade.
see that you're out here in your gear, whatever this is, and that's okay. Does that mean that you're actually gonna fight today? Is that what it means? Or are you gonna come out here with some other little?
You know what?
What?
Since you got so much fire, and since, as you see, I've got my gear on, how about we have a little match then?
What?
Come on,
All you do is run me down. All you do is talk all big and bad. You gotten in the ring, right? This ain't no dollhouse, sweetheart. I'll burn it down. Don't you mess with me.
Those are fighting words for
You don't
Marty.
go up to Marty Bell, that's for sure, but this is not a good idea.
Emmett Dubois backing Marty
This is
Bell
a-
up into a corner. This isn't right.
We don't need to see this.
Marty Bell never backed
Wait a minute,
down
there
from
we
the
go.
fight. There's Neon Iverson coming to the ring now, and he just hit Evan Dubois in the back of the head. Now, Neon Iverson.
We got a ref out here?
We got a match here. Neon Iverson and apparently Emmett Dubois are going to go one-on-one, and Marty is all fired up, having the last word before she heads to the back.
He attacked me. Yo, there's about 30 wrestlers back there that want to come out here and wrestle. You out here trying to fight a woman? How about you come out here right now and fight me? Let's go.
I guess he's trying to make it official here. We have a ref out here. We have Evan Dubois. Evan Dubois needs to turn his attention from Marty Bell back to Neon Iverson. Oh, Neon Iverson!
Onto the stage.
Just did a high cross body block and tackled Emmett Dubois on the stage. Now what does Emmett Dubois have to say? This match should be official. Let's get this started, and let's get Neon Iverson a victory over Emmett Dubois. How dare he try to pick a fight with Marty Bell?
Unbelievable. They need to ring the bell. Looks like this thing is officially going to be underway now.
Neon Iverson for the top rope missile drop kick. Kicks Emmett Dubois right in his chest. And another drop kick collapses Emmett Dubois in the corner. And the $1 billion brother doesn't know what hit him at this point.
Neon on his way up to the top rope. We've seen him do this many times before. Impressive going coast to coast here.
Could he be trying to, it looks like Emmett Dubois got pulled to safety by Clayton Fox, but what is he doing? And he goes coast to coast anyways.
Unbelievable. Never safe.
Kicks Emmett Dubois right in the back of the head. I thought he was safe on the outside of the ring. So did Clayton Fox, apparently. He's hitting the ropes. What's he doing there? Tope Suicida takes out Clayton Fox on the outside.
Remember not that long ago, maybe about a month and a half ago, when Neon Iverson came back from his knee injury? Sure doesn't look like it's affecting him much anymore, does it?
Absolutely
Hasn't
not.
missed a step.
Oh! And Emmett Dubois with a clothesline almost takes the head off of Neon Iverson, and now he's feeling the effects of that clothesline.
I'll tell you, you cannot underestimate the power and the strength of the $1 billion brother. This is a big, tough guy. He knows how to fight. He prefers not to fight. Prefers to do his business dealings in the boardroom, but if he has to, he gets his hands a little bit dirty. He's really taking it to Neon right now.
At the sacrificial lamb that is Clayton Fox took the worst of that Tope Suicida, and now that allows the $1 billion brother to capitalize on Neon Iverson right now.
Well, now you're going to see just how vicious the $1 billion brother can be when he has the advantage. This guy is very, very aggressive.
Oh, vicious back elbow right to the chest of Neon Iverson. And we have to say, for all the talk that the $1 billion brother does, he has not picked up a lot of victories here in NWL STL. It has been difficult for Emmett Dubois to get on a winning streak here, and maybe it starts tonight with Neon Iverson.
Well, you got to say this for Emmett Dubois. He has been fighting his opponents in the ring. He has to run a multi-million-dollar company, and of course, things are always stacked against him as far as Major Baisden is concerned. Major has gone out of his way to throw problems towards the $1 billion brother. I think our owner, Major Baisden, is just a little jealous of BDB.
Goodness gracious. I'm going to record. I hope Major Baisden watches this and has you fired, because you just said that the president of our company is jealous of Emmett Dubois. That's insanity.
Well, prove to me that he isn't. They've obviously had business dealings in the past. These two don't get along at all.
He gave Emmett Dubois plenty of time last week to do the $1 billion boardroom, whatever that was.
And he had to pay for that time. And of course, we saw that Marty Bell did not have to. Now, I don't approve of his actions of challenging Marty Bell to a fight, but you got to admit, this guy has a point. The cards are stacked against him here.
That was 3 rounds.
But the $1 billion brother is definitely a winner. This is a guy who knows how to struggle through adversity and come out on top. He's done it his entire life, and he's going to do that, I believe, against anybody that gets in his ring, and Major Basin.
Holding him up and letting him think about it, that vertical suplex and driving Neon Iverson down to the center of the ring. Emmett Dubois showing some excellent ring skill here. Again, we haven't got to see the full arsenal of Emmett Dubois. It seems like there's always some fishy circumstances surrounding Emmett Dubois matches, win, lose, or draw. Now we might finally get to see what Emmett Dubois is made of.
You never put all your cards on the table that's what a smart executive would do, and that's exactly what Emmett Dubois does in the ring. He's always maybe holding something a little back.
Flurry of strikes there by Neon Iverson, mounting the top rope. Now what is Neon going for? Looked like he's going for a crossbody, gets dropped in a spine buster, going for a cover here. And Neon Iverson puts his hand on the bottom rope, almost getting a 3 count as Emmett Dubois. We have seen over and over again, and especially if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, which you should if you haven't already, Emmett Dubois and Marty Bell always get in each other's faces, and it almost escalated to physicality here tonight in the Casa Loma Ballroom.
Certainly the issue between those two is now nowhere near from being over. I think it's just getting started. Could get very, very dangerous indeed from Marty Bell. She should not mess with the $1 billion brother.
Exchanging of right hands here in the center of the ring. Thank God Neon Iverson was out here looking for a fight. Ace crusher dominates Emmett Dubois, driving his face and his chin right into the mat. He needs to make a cover here if he expects to pick up a victory.
He's got to have him right here, right?
$1 billion brother looks out. He is laid prone in the middle of the ring. Neon Iverson going to the top rope, hoping to capitalize on that ace crusher, and Clayton Fox
some money right in his face.
Threw a bunch of money in the face of Neon Iverson. What the heck is Clayton Fox doing? Oh no, that's what he was doing.
Ring bell.
He's got the ring bell. Emmett Dubois has the ring bell, and he's going to clean the clock of Neon Iverson right across the forehead.
You know what I told
what
you about?
What a low down move. 2, 3, dang it. Emmett Dubois picks up another dirty victory over Neon Iverson.
I told you about him not showing all of his cards, and that's a prime example. You never can count the $1 billion brother out. And I hope Major Basin is watching this.
Like I said earlier, Emmett Dubois having trouble picking up victories, but that was a victory, and I'd hate to say it, but maybe Emmett Dubois starting on the winning ways. As long as he's got Clayton Fox lending distractions like throwing money in people's faces, I guess Emmett Dubois is going to be on a winning streak.
Any good executive knows how to manage his people, and that's exactly what the $1 billion brother is doing.
Come on, now they're putting the beat down on him after the match. Give me a break. You won the match, and you won it dirty. Just get out. Wait, what's going on?
Hey, that's Des Welston.
We haven't seen Des Welston in over a month, and here he is. He had a shoulder injury. Now he's laid the beat down on the Clayton Fox.
Shoulders are pretty good right now.
Jumping form into the corner. Look at Emmett Dubois heading for higher ground. What a chicken. Welcome back, Des Welston. Des Welston coming back to the aid of his tag team partner, Neon Iverson. I'm sure Neon's glad that Des Welston came out to save his behind.
I've never seen Des Welston look any better than he does right now. This guy in fantastic shape. Looks like his shoulder after throwing some of those punches looks pretty good too.
Absolutely. Welcome back, Des Welston, and the Soldiers are reunited here in the Casa Loma Ballroom, and I bet all the tag teams in NWL STL have been put on notice. We got to go to a break. We'll be right back here on NWL.
Hey everybody, this is the Raging Bull Maverick, and you're watching NWL STL.
What a wild night here so far in NWL STL in the Casa Loma Ballroom, and things are about to pick up even a little more, I would guess, with the another debut of this big man, Xavier Church.
I've been really excited to see Xavier Church here in NWL STL. Comes in with a pretty good pedigree, and he's huge.
From Bettendorf, Iowa, weighing 245 pounds, making his NWL STL debut, Xavier Church.
Very tall, brawny man, this Xavier Church is. Great athletic background coming to us. Well, it looks like he has something to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce you to the hottest signee in NWL St. Louis today, Xavier Church.
Definitely full of
And
confidence.
don't get me wrong, yes, I am bigger than you. Yes, I am stronger than you. And yes, I am way better looking than all of you.
Oh, come on. He's going to start off like that?
Actually, as a matter of fact, since I'm making my NWL debut tonight, that makes me undefeated. So cheer for your undefeated future star.
Oh, he's got a point.
Undefeated? Are you kidding me?
So here's what I want each and every one of you to do right now. I want you to take a good look. Remember this day, remember where you are, remember what it smells like, remember who you're sitting next to. Because all eyes are on Xavier when church is in session.
Well, there you have it, Xavier Church. Oh, here comes, I believe this is going to be Boulder of the Party Crashers, since we've already seen Spike wrestle this scene. It's got to be Boulder. Let's see if Boulder can knock Xavier Church down a few pegs in that confidence department.
And his opponent from Earthworm, Nebraska, here is Party Crasher
Stepping over the top rope.
What do you think he has in that fanny pack?
Party supplies.
Oh, I'm sure.
Obvious.
I'm sure.
I hate whoever said that
The crowd solidly behind Boulder as he takes on the debuting Xavier Church. I would like to see Boulder pick up a win in this match, and so that therefore Xavier Church can't say he's still undefeated, although he's never competed, so that doesn't make a lick of sense.
He's a big, impressive-looking athlete. Let's see what he can do in the ring. We know what Boulder can do. This guy deceptively strong and powerful.
Absolutely, Boulder, no slouch in the strength department, is the more powerful of the two between him and Spike of the Party Crashers.
Xavier Church is here!
Give me a break. What is this guy is just full of it tonight. Looks like he's warming up.
Let's party now!
And now that's what the crowd wants. They want to have a good time. The Party Crashers are always here to have a good time. That's what the crowd here in the Casa Loma Ballroom wants. You love the Party Crashers.
I tolerate the Party Crashers. I can appreciate that they want to have a good time. I wish they would be a little bit more serious. And, I don't know, maybe take a shower every once in a while.
Oh, come on.
Have you been next to either one of those two guys?
Xavier Church showing his impressive power by pushing Boulder back into the corner, which is no easy feat, believe me, because Boulder is actually a very, very strong individual. It's all those lifting canes that must add to his strength.
That'll do it, just like the old days, the Crusher and the Bruiser. That's how they used to work out, carrying kegs upstairs.
Almost backing Xavier Church up into the corner, and once again, Xavier Church backing Boulder up into the corner.
A little bit of a feeling out process here between these two men. I can't say that I blame him. Nobody really knows a whole lot about Xavier Church. I mean, we hear great things about him, and he obviously wouldn't be here if he wasn't very talented, but you just don't know what he has in store.
It's hard to study tape on anybody that you haven't seen a lot of, and that's definitely the case for Xavier Church. One thing's for sure, when I talked to him before the show, he says he's here for one reason and one reason only, just like the other NWL staff, is that they're ready, he's ready to get a title shot.
Well, absolutely. Why come here if you don't want to be the best?
Low cross body, almost didn't connect, but he actually hit the legs of Xavier Church. That might have worked out to his benefit, taking out the knees of the big Xavier Church. Basement drop kick. Nicely executed.
There we go,
by
another with the basement drop kick. Was that a basement cross body too? Possibly.
Boulder heading to the top rope. Did he just push the referee into the top rope?
I think he was just trying to get up, and you know, sometimes those things happen.
Boulder eats a big boot from Xavier Church, and Boulder crashes hard on the stage here at the Casa Loma Ballroom. I think he pushed the referee into the top rope. Oh, hurls him back into the ring with authority. Look at the size of this guy. He's got to be every bit of 6'4", 6'5".
Looks like he has a mean streak as well, really taking it to Boulder right now.
Punches right to the top of the head. Xavier Church hard whip into the buckle, sends Boulder down to the ground. Boulder has been quite successful in singles competition here in the NWL, looking to pick up another victory and, you know, go to the pay window and get some party favors for tonight, if you will.
Well, it's a very highly touted signing here, Xavier Church, and if Boulder can get a victory over somebody like him, they certainly would pop him back up into the singles race.
Biting him
on the thighs.
Oh my goodness, Boulder pulling out all the stops, biting the thigh of Xavier Church.
Certainly the unpredictable Boulder, showing you why we call him that.
Hard right hands to the jaw, and now he's mounting Xavier Church in the corner, raining down those right hands to the top of the head of Xavier Church. Moves out of the way and pulls the leg out from Boulder, and his face went crashing into that top turnbuckle.
This Xavier Church moves like a much older athlete. And what I mean by that is he moves with a confidence that comes from somebody who's been in the ring maybe a lot longer than Xavier Church has.
Absolutely, just kicked him right in the stomach. He's very methodical in his approach inside the squared circle, and that works in his favor because that can play mind games with people. If you're slow and deliberate in this day and age, it can really do a number on your opponent's psyche. What is he doing here?
Try to pull him out. Nice
out.
Boulder.
Boulder flips out of that. Now stinging right jabs to the face of Xavier Church, and Xavier Church brushing him off, absorbing those blows, and Boulder absorbed that big boot to the face when he came charging in.
He took about 5 or 6 hard shots right to the face and still in the presence of mind to put that big boot up, and he's still on top. Very, very impressive from Xavier Church. Listen to these idiots at the Casa Loma Ballroom firmly behind Boulder.
Xavier Church not endearing himself to the fans in his first outing here, telling them to all shut up. And man, this big man will not go down. Boulder, 2 hard clotheslines, doesn't take him off his feet. Goes for a clothesline of his own and eats a knee, and that sends him down. Boulder quickly going for a cover here. 2, no! Almost a 3 count.
Almost stole a victory there.
Xavier Church getting the right shoulder up just in the nick of time. Up and over goes Boulder, almost goes to the floor. Sliding between the legs of Xavier Church, trying to get him down in a pin. Xavier Church holding that top rope. He picks up Boulder. Wow,
what strength.
Impressive strength. Oh, I think he could be going for it. He calls hallelujah. If he hits this, and he does, it's over. Amazing finishing move.
That was very impressive.
2, 3, and hallelujah. Xavier Church has picked up a victory in his first outing here in NWL STL.
Boulder, no small man, picked him straight up off the ground into that move and knocked him out. Very, very impressive debut from Xavier Church. I expect we're going to see a lot of big things from this guy.
Cradle suplex into an ace crusher. I've never seen that before. Very impressive debut by Xavier Church, and let's see if he can keep his undefeated streak going. We'll be right back here on NWL STL. It's the rivalry of the century. NWL Kansas City takes on NWL St. Louis.
Leapfrog by Blade Meeks. Cross body. Watch this, though. Amazing by Gaines. Big punch by Greatness. What's True Gold doing up there? Here's a cover. 1, 2, 3. Blade Meeks gets the victory.
And he just got him. 2, 3. That's it. And picked up the 1, 2, 3. His great agility.
Not moving.
Blade Meeks was
an accident,
and
sure.
now he hits it with the spike driver.
That's gonna do
1, 2, 3.
Nobody
and that's
gets up
it.
on that.
Without even having the referee getting ready.
Oh, could he be connecting? Oh, beneath strike. There it is. Comic Mischief.
Good afternoon. Oh, hey, there's a match going on. Had no idea.
Oh, and that lariat catches him out of nowhere. 2, 3, and Maverick has pinned Blade Meeks.
Next up, it's Dak Draper taking on Dez Wellston. KC versus St. Louis. Nice drop kick by Dez. Spinning elbow by Dak. And Dak with the Dr. Bomb. Here comes the count. 1, 2, and 3. Dak is your winner. Kansas City leads 11-6.
Will Fight STL pick up another victory here tonight? Find out at the Casa Loma Ballroom. All right, wrestling fans, it's main event time here at the Casa Loma Ballroom. It's an I-70 series matchup. Has High on Life Kid Dharma, representing NWL Kansas City, is going to take on Jack Foster.
Absolutely a fantastic matchup. I've been looking forward to this all the time. Nobody moves like Ken Dharma. It's the first time we've seen him here in St. Louis. Look at that. Can you do that? You can't do that. I can.
You can do that?
Sure I can.
That's impressive. One thing's for sure, Kid Dharma, maybe an unlikely candidate to go one-on-one with Jack Foster, but don't be fooled. This man is not scared of the big Jack Foster.
Well, with the power of yoga, he has said it himself that it makes him 8 feet tall.
St. Louis, my hometown, what's up? You know, I moved to Kansas City 10 years ago. But now that I come back to my hometown, I realize what a dump this place is. Everything. That's right.
He's not wrong.
Everything. The Transportation Museum is a dump. Lone Elk Park is a dump. Wet Willie's water slide is full of pee. You know what really makes me sick about this town is you named your baseball stadium after Busch Beer. Don't cheer for alcohol. You should live a life of abstinence like myself, and you'd feel much better.
The crowd chanting for Busch Beer. They love beer
Now,
here.
you know this guy that I'm gonna wrestle tonight from St. Louis, Jack Foster. Oh yeah, he's really special. Yeah, Jack Foster's really special, isn't he? Because he's 7 feet tall and he's 300 pounds. But you know what? With the power of yoga, I can be bigger and stronger than Jack Foster. Yes, and at the end of this match, Kansas City is chalking up one more win. Om Namah Shivaya, namaste.
Ken Dharma, what he may lack in size against Jack Foster, he doesn't lack in confidence. He really believes that the power of yoga will help him defeat Jack Foster here tonight.
Ken Dharma's been one of the most successful men in Kansas City. I expect big things from him here tonight. He's going to need all that power of yoga against this man, the amazing Jack Foster.
There he is, loved by everybody here in the Casa Loma Ballroom since making his debut/return to wrestling. Jack Foster has been completely dominant in every outing he's been in the National Wrestling League, and he looks to make this outing no different. There's something different about Jack Foster since making his return, and I would have to say, I would not want to be his opponent, no matter if you're in St. Louis or in Kansas City. Jack Foster is after one thing, and that's to win matches.
You know, one
Ladies
thing
and gentlemen,
I
the
would
following
wanna be,
contest
is
is set
Jack
for one
Foster's
fall
deodorant.
and is a
Man,
part
it looks like
of
it's
the
probably gonna have to work
I-70 series,
overtime.
where Kansas City leads St. Louis 11-6. Your referee is Sean Orleans. Introducing first, to my left, representing NWL KC, from A Peace of Mind, weighing 169 pounds, high on life, Ken Dharma.
Great flexibility shown by the young man.
And ladies and gentlemen, representing NWL STL, from Blackwater, Missouri, weighing 279 pounds, Jack Foster.
Well, he does call himself the wet hot American yogi or something like that. I've seen him call himself that in, it maybe just slipped into my subconscious, but nevertheless, Jack Foster is going to try to make short work of Ken Dharma, because I would have to think if this match goes past 3 minutes, Ken Dharma is going to look better and better the more this match drags on.
You're absolutely right, although I do not know any individual like Jack Foster. This guy's a big, strong guy, but he's different than other big men. He's mobile. He's got endurance. He's unique. Two of the most unique individuals we have here in the NWL right here in this matchup. That's why I'm looking forward to it.
That's true. If you put these two men side by side in a lineup or on a poster or anything, they're diametrically opposed to each other. One is small, light, and svelte, and is very flexible. The other one, although he is mobile,
this could be over
is
this
a
quick.
big,
Look at that.
yeah, he could be set him up for that choke slam, and no, he pushes Ken Dharma back into the corner, and a vicious clothesline sandwiches Ken Dharma into the corner. This match could be over before it starts. Oh, hard knife edge chop by Jack Foster. I want to know more about Jack Foster and what his motivations are in the NWL, but every time I've run across the big man, I head the other way, because he is none too pleasant. He is none too happy about the state of professional wrestling and maybe life in general. But what I know is Jack Foster is ready to compete here in the NWL and hopefully maybe one day get a shot at that St. Louis championship.
You know, I'm not one to give you advice because you never listen to me anyway, but if it were me, I would just wait and let Jack Foster come to you, tell you when he's ready. This is not a guy to be trifled with.
Knife edge chop sends Ken Dharma spilling to the outside. And one thing we've seen recently, if you subscribe to our YouTube channel or our Facebook page, I've seen maybe an integration of sorts. Jack Foster has slowly but surely been working his way into the TPC in our Training and Performance Center in North Kansas City. There's something different about this man. I don't know what it is yet, but something's about to happen. Something big is about to happen with Jack Foster.
You never know what the motivation for a guy like Jack Foster is. However, Ken Dharma, his motivation, championships, clean living, and enlightenment. This guy has got two of those things. It wouldn't surprise me to see Ken Dharma with some championship gold very, very soon.
Oh! He just chopped that steel post as he was trying to lay another knife edge chop into the chest of High on Life Ken Dharma. He may have broke some of those fingers after hitting that steel post. Keep your eye on Ken Dharma. What is he doing here? Hits the ropes, and Jack Foster elevates him up and down right into the center of the ring. And that is a long trip if Jack Foster is lifting you up.
You see what I mean? That is the kind of thing that you get from Jack Foster. This guy is not somebody that you can just speed right by.
Ken Dharma firing shots into the lower extremities and into the face of Jack Foster. Jack Foster going for that big boot, and Dharma using that flexibility slides out of the way. Smart move by Ken Dharma, whipping Jack Foster's arm over that top rope. It seems that maybe Ken Dharma has developed a game plan, maybe trying to take one of those big tree-like arms out from Jack Foster so he can't lift him up in that choke slam.
If he can't pick you up, he can't choke slam you. That's very correct there, Miller. He also can't give you those big right and lefts as well. So smart move here from Ken Dharma. Ken Dharma just moves it. We talk so much about how do you prepare for a guy like Jack Foster. I say it every single week when we see Ken Dharma. How do you prepare for a guy like that? You think you've got him all tied up. You think you've got him tied in knots, and he gets out of it because this guy is so flexible. He moves like nobody we've ever seen in the world of professional wrestling. He's always got such a positive attitude, too, doesn't he?
He does. He's always claiming that his clean living lifestyle combined with meditation and yoga gives him the clarity of mind that no other athlete in the NWL has. Nice arm DDT there. Still continuing to apply the pressure and working over that left arm of the big Jack Foster. And I've got to say, I'm surprised this match has lasted as long as it has so far, because Ken Dharma is a smart athlete. He's a smart professional wrestler. And if you agree with his lifestyle or not, he does have the mental game down to a T, and it's proving it right here against Jack Foster.
Well, I, for one, am not surprised. I expected this match to be more of a test for Jack Foster than probably anybody else thought. And it's proving me right. Once again, Miller, see, listen to me. I'm always right.
Oh, hard right hand to the top of the head. We'll give you credit, Christopher. You're right some of the time, but not when it comes to what you wear when you're commentating with me. I just don't know what your fashion sense is.
Listen, this suit costs more than the house that you bought, or shack, or Frigidaire box, whatever it is that you live in. I'm not going to your place.
A series of headbutts only gets a 2 count. The I-70 series is what the NWL has been built on, and Jack Foster representing STL. I mean, if he picks up the win in this match, St. Louis might think about putting Jack Foster in every match so they can catch up with the lead held by Kansas City right now.
You know, not to second guess St. Louis general manager Matt Jackson, but if you ask me, I don't know why this guy isn't in every St. Louis Kansas City matchup.
Hard, vicious clothesline almost turns Ken Dharma inside out. Jack Foster now using that other arm, the right arm, to maybe perhaps drop it with that choke slam up and down right in the center of the ring. If he can make the cover, this could be it. 1, 2, no! Wow. Ken Dharma barely kicks out. Did you see the elevation on that choke slam?
He picked him up into the lights here at the Casa Loma Ballroom. Unbelievable. Look at that, though. Unbelievable. He's not up, but he is not out. Ken Dharma. Would you have thought that he'd be able to kick out of that choke slam?
I think it was the fact that Foster couldn't make an immediate cover, hurt him, and that way he could have pinned Ken Dharma. Ken Dharma going for a quick schoolboy here. It almost gets a 3 count.
What is it about that particular ring post that Jack Foster doesn't like? I mean, he rammed it with his shoulder just there. Earlier, he smacked it with his hand.
That's absolutely correct. Now Dharma is showing a little frustration, wanting to put the big man away. Bridges up into a full standing position. Jack Foster grabs him around the throat once again with that right arm, hoping maybe 2 choke slams will do it for him. He goes for it, and Dharma blocks. And it kicks Jack Foster with a vicious super kick right into the face, showing great extension on that super kick. Oh, and Foster just comes out of the corner and cleans the clock of Ken Dharma with that spear.
Huge spear right there from Jack Foster. Probably took him out of his boots. If he's wearing boots, I can't tell.
What is Foster doing here? Foster running Yakuza kick. Almost takes the head off of Ken Dharma. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Fight STL has picked up another victory thanks to Jack Foster.
St. Louis is making a rally.
The score is now 11-7. Jack Foster nearly decapitating High on Life Ken Dharma with that running big boot into the corner. Impressive victory by Jack Foster, but even more impressive the determination that Ken Dharma showed during this match.
Absolutely. Both of these guys show you why they are at the top of their game. I think that if we had a best of 7 series with these guys, it could go either way. Unbelievable from Jack Foster.
What a main event we've had tonight. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you next time here on NWL STL.